need to be a cinephile, love old Hollywood movies, or even go to film school to know of Vivien Leigh. The work of Vivien Leigh on screen is highly acclaimed to this day. Two of her most successful films are still talked about as cinematic and acting masterpieces. In addition, they are historically and culturally significant. And for them, she holds the title of being a two-time Oscar winner. Not many may know of the personal life of Vivien Leigh. Her mental and physical health deteriorated as her career took off. Her turbulent romances with other film and theatre stars made headlines, and her long-suffering life ending suddenly at 53. Her personal life is quite sad, but the mission of Oscar's leading ladies is not to bash or focus on the bad things of these wonderful women's lives, but rather celebrate their achievements and glimpse into their on- and off-screen personas, to understand why these fantastic women qualify to be Oscar's leading ladies. This is why you should subscribe to this channel. Turns out that the actress known for her Southern belle roles was British. She was educated all around Europe and spoke French and Italian fluently. It was easy for Vivien to do different types of accents, and she enrolled at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. She made her stage and screen debut at the age of 22 in 1935 and fell in love with Shakespeare's work, and she began performing at the Old Vic in London. And there she met Laurence Olivier, a well-known actor. Although Leigh was already married and had a daughter by the time they met, they started an affair. Their whirlwind of a relationship had started just as George Cukor and David O. Selznick started their nationwide search for the infamous, unforgettable role of Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind. Let me tell you, the hunt for the perfect Scarlett was a frenzy. Everybody wanted to play Scarlett. 1,400 women were tested for this role. Previous Oscar winners like Katharine Hepburn, Norma Shearer, Bette Davis rallied for this role. And it seemed like somebody established and well-connected like them would get the part. But no. After Leigh put her name in to be considered through her American agent, Cukor gave her a screen test, and he instantly knew she was the one. As of that moment, the everlasting legacy of Gone with the Wind began, with Vivien Leigh and Clark Gable as the major roles in the film. But here's the catch. Since Vivien Leigh was an unknown in Hollywood upon getting cast in the film, and Clark Gable was, well, you know, he was Clark Gable, she was paid $25,000, and Gable was getting paid $120,000. The gender pay gap still exists today, unfortunately. In fact, Leigh had a much grueling time working on Gone with the Wind. She was shooting day in and day out from start to finish of the production, while Clark worked for 71 days. Anyway, to prove how powerful this film was, it to this day is the hugest grossing film ever. Not Avatar, not Titanic or Star Wars, but Gone with the Wind. And of course, it made Vivien an overnight success. Funnily enough, she loved the stage, and throughout the duration of her life, she starred in only 19 films. Once the 1940 Academy Awards arrived, Gone with the Wind won 8 awards, and Vivien's performance won her the Best Actress Award. On top of this, she and Laurence divorced from their spouses and married each other. Finally, they started co-starring in stage productions and in films like That Hamilton Woman. Leigh continued her career on stage and on screen throughout the 1940s sporadically due to her health problems. The second pinnacle of Leigh's career, however, happened in 1951, when the film adaptation of The Streetcar Named Desire came out. This film is also a highly regarded film for its performances, especially in film history. The combination of Marlon Brando and Leigh was unstoppable, and for this emotionally draining performance, Leigh received her second Academy Award in 1952. She was not able to attend this time due to her tour of the Cleopatra play, and she said this: "When I come into the theatre, I get a sense of security. I love an audience, I love people, and I act because I like trying to give pleasure to people." Despite her major achievements, Leigh battled bipolar disorder, tuberculosis, miscarriages while working, and as a result, this made her stage and screen appearances infrequent. But what actually distinguished Leigh was her commitment to her work, her ability to transform into deeply flawed and deeply complicated women. It made her magnetic. Her performances were powerful, and the 2 films she won Oscars for made huge waves in the movie industry. And on top of that, she has been considered to be one of the most beautiful women. I don't know. I hold a lot of respect and sympathy towards Vivien Leigh because it was not easy being her, and she will forever be remembered in this eternal image of Scarlett and Blanche.
You say the disadvantages of being an extremely beautiful woman.
What awkward questions you ask. Depends who thinks I am. I don't think I am.
But you must have realized very early in life that you were.
No, I didn't.
And don't you think you are?
No.
Well, I can assure you, and here's why.
Well, you're very kind. Thank you very much.